None. And of those of you who have not met, which is everyone, how many of you have reached out either individually or through a lawyer or representative to offer to provide testimony and evidence? All of them. And of those of you, all of you who have reached out, how many of you were denied or ignored by the Department of Justice?
To find the magic in this
All
world.
of them.
But it does
And
help.
despite the shameful and despicable efforts by Miss Bondi and her department to intimidate you, how many of you are still willing to speak to the Department of Justice? All of them. Well, Miss Bondi, it looks like you have some more witnesses to
Gentlemen,
talk
time has expired.
to, and I yield back.
Guys, are you tired of watching streams? Let me catch you up on all of the bullshit that happened in the past 24 hours. We got Denims at Asmon, we got Asmon at Denims, we got XUC at Moist Quiddle, we got
I've made my share of
Orson,
mistakes.
we got Hassan at Asmon, we got
I'm fighting
everything at
every
all.
day to make
And we're gonna talk about all that bullshit right now. Let's get into it. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new here. Let's talk about all the slop bullshit that happened in the past 24 hours. Let's get into it. All right, here we go. So we got, as we're gonna talk about some ugly whore. Oh wait, that's Denims. Okay, cool, let's get into it. Let's see what he's talking about here.
Here we go.
Yep.
Everyone on the left is so socially woke that they feel like they can't possibly be wrong. Point in case has gone.
I want to remind you that Denims has changed her voice, changed her hair, got breast implants, got plastic surgery on her face and her body and her nose, and yet still everybody thinks she's a retard. A ugly retard, in fact. I want to remind you that Denim's entire worldview changed because Destiny would not have sex with her. It's a very rough world out here. It is a very rough world.
Like if Hassan thinks he's morally more virtuous than someone else, he just like,
Wow. So she actually just switched sides.
Yep.
Is this the person that's calling me a grifter and calling other people grifters?
Yes, that is the one, Asmon.
Are you kidding me?
You poor
Yep.
sweet child.
Nope.
This is amazing.
Yep. Everybody is just the pot calling the kettle black. And this is actually a real example of grifting. Right? Legit. She couldn't get Destiny's dick, so she turned on Destiny. Welcome to Women 101 in 2026. Can't get the dick, they go crazy and they turn on you. It is what it is. You can call me everything in the world, but you cannot call me a liar.
blames them. And he's forgetting the word I want to use. He just blames them. Like he doesn't actually make any genuine good faith arguments for other people.
Yep.
What the hell happened?
She couldn't get fucked by Destiny. I'm gonna wait for you to realize.
Did Destiny not wanting to fuck you really change your entire political outlook?
Yep.
Oh my god! What a shift!
Yep. There it is. I mean, to be fair, if that guy can have sex as good as he can suck a dick, because we've all seen the video. I mean, I don't blame her for tilting out that hard.
Like he doesn't like give people any.
She should have taken one for the team, brother. Or sorry, he should have taken one for the team.
He just starts railing on people. One of the things that really frustrates me is that people
The reason why she says railing is because she's thinking about Destiny railing her on this clip.
will very, like, they adopt all left ideologies. So it's all just like, well, I accept this and this and this and this, and there's no like form of questioning, I guess.
So she used to be normal.
Yep. It's crazy because Denims in this clip used to be based. Right? Little slutty used to be based. Then she went to the dark side, man. Because she knew it's easier. She knew it's easier.
So wait a minute. So we should, you know who we should really be mad at here? Is Destiny.
Yep.
If Destiny had just taken one for the team, we'd have one less annoying e-girl to worry about and to watch clips for.
Now, I want to give you some context. Are you guys understanding why he said this? I want to remind you that this clip is from yesterday's stream. And I want to let you know exactly why he said that. I just want to make sure you know exactly why he said that. The reason why he said that is because I tweeted that out 16 hours ago and he saw it. Destiny could have saved us all if he just took one for the team. So, hey, all I'm saying is, just understand who Asmongold's Ghost Rider is. Hey, I've been telling you guys for years. I've been telling you guys for years. Moving on.
All he had to do, bro, you just had to take one for the team.
Yep.
And instead of that, you created a monster.
Yep.
You've done another. Now you've spawned another one. Got Rose brainwashed. I know. This is insane. And we have to find the timeline. You idiot, bro. Like, what's going on? So I did see, and so this is her saying everything that she's saying in this makes sense. The epitome of becoming everything that you hate.
Oh, yeah.
She's doing exactly what she wants to do, which is grifting.
Oh, yeah.
Why do people follow her? I don't understand it. I don't see how any reasonable person can follow someone.
Yeah. And I'm gonna blow your mind for you. It's because they're retarded. We got, and hey guys, we're gonna listen to Denim's talk. Alright? So brace yourself. This is about to be a certified hard watch. Well, okay, not hard watch. This is gonna be a certified flaccid watch. Okay, brace yourselves. We're gonna have to hear her talk. Here we go.
At this point, he would have made a bunch of jokes.
Yes.
He would have
I'm gonna speed it up because her brain works in slow motion. We're gonna play this one a little bit faster.
smeared my character. He would have
An enchanted
smeared it by saying like, well, who even cares what this person is? Everybody knows.
Nobody cares what you think. That's the reason why you're talking about this.
Yep.
What's that you're doing right now? Exactly what I said you would do if you weren't here. Because I'm reading you like a book, so now
I predicted it! You're playing exactly into my ploy! I said something stupid, and then you called me out for it! Get played! I'm in their head, rent-free!
Shield.
Look at that, bro. You pissed yourself.
I predicted they would make fun of me for predicting myself. Adjust glasses. You've played right into my plan. Checkmate, atheist. Yeah! Ninja art! Zing, 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 zing. Genjutsu! Death by 1,000 brain cells!
Okay. All right. Let's come back to reality. Let's get back into it.
you're not mad by doing what I said. Okay, good dog. Now bark. Now roll over.
Look at that. I talked to him like he's a little puppy. I win again. That was a really good one, right, chat?
That's good. Was good, right? That was a funny one.
I called him a dog. I really hope some of my chatters cummed.
You're a worthless nobody, and you'll always be a worthless nobody.
Oh, and what's that?
That's why you
I
have to
want to
sell.
make
Insulting me. Okay, now good dog.
I knew he would insult me when I said something stupid. I got him again. Outplayed.
Now bark. Sit. Good dog.
One of your trying to pay for your lawsuit because you're too stupid to understand Fergie.
Guys, she thinks she's winning. I want. She thinks that she's winning because when she did something stupid, Asmongold called her out for it. How many dudes do you think face fucked this chick to make her this stupid? Like, this is the craziest shit I've ever seen. Like, this is the craziest shit I've ever seen. Let's keep going here.
You always beat worthless.
Oh no,
True.
another person calling me a whore. My life is ruined.
Oh my god, everybody's calling me a whore. All I'm saying is that everybody calls you that. Holy fuck. Adams, why do you think they call you that?
No. But the funny thing about this is that to prove that he's not mad, that he's super not mad about Emery, he's doing what I said that he normally would do if he wasn't mad, because I read him to Phil, and he has no response, so he has to prove how not mad he is by saying, no, I'm not mad. See, I'm so not mad that I'm gonna do all the things that you just told me that I wouldn't do if I wasn't mad. I'm proving it to you right now. I'm proving it to you right now. See, this is how not mad I am. I did exactly what you told me to.
I can't believe that there's a single human being who sits there and says, I'm gonna turn into a denim stream.
Fire mode.
That's how you know the world is cooked, bro.
He's actually really mad.
Yep.
Why is he even doing this? Every word says that he cares about what I think.
Winner.
I just have that effect on men, I guess.
No. No.
Speak on it. Which, again, it's not about that. It's about Emery. It's about his personal experiences and his personal loyalties. And unfortunately,
Well, you can't expect
I found
to win
something
them
that
all.
hurt him. That's what it is.
That's true.
Dude, I'm gonna be real, bro. I got no idea what the fuck this bitch is talking about because I don't even think she knows what the fuck she's talking about, man. This is crazy.
Yep, that's right. Absolutely. Sit there and talk shit, get mad.
He's done 10 hours of coverage on this topic. Even people who aren't familiar with this can see how mad he is. No, dude, he's so not mad that he did everything I just said he would have done normally if he wasn't mad. Like a well-trained dog.
All you want.
Ooh, who's the bitch now? Oh.
She actually thinks she did something with this. She actually thinks she cooked. That's what's crazy. Denims makes a complete idiot out of herself. Denims. I'm bleeding.
Pick your hero.
Making me the victor.
Or villain. I'm not
Face
judging.
to foot style. How'd you like it?
Bro's like Wimp Low from Kung Pao. 99% of y'all will not get that reference. It's like people trained in denims wrong as a joke. To whenever she's getting like completely obliterated, she thinks that she's winning. She might just be one of the most pathetic people on the internet. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I want to remind you, she could have been based if Destiny would have just given her that Destiny dare. Actually crazy. Hit. I'm bleeding. Checkmate. All of my ribs are broken. Checkmate. I win. Good boy. You broke all of the bones in my body.
Get ready.
Just like I predicted you would. Holy fuck. It actually is impressive how stupid one person can be. Let's continue here. XQC's pissed off at Charlie. Let's get into it.
More
I was a prisoner of the collective.
Pretense. I actually like XQC and Charlie quite a bit. XQC in the past has made my life way harder than it needed to be because he goes into a lot of things half-cooked and he trusts his chat just a little bit too much of what the context is on clips. But that's okay. In the same vein, Charlie kind of just goes on to Reddit and just kind of regurgitates whatever the popular opinion is. So, you know, it's really, in this situation, you got to pick your poison. But that being said, at their root, at their soul, I like them both as people.
They were enemies.
I don't understand how Moist can sit like this. He made a video about the Mr. Beast guy.
I believe the context is Discord is adding ID verification to everybody, where you're gonna have to upload your ID in order to access Discord.
The Mr. Beast, you know, the person, guys, there's a name.
Just to translate, what XQC is saying is, guys, the person, Mr. Beast, what is his name? Give him a little bit. XQC's brain, the cogs are a little bit dusty sometimes. You gotta warm up, but eventually you will start cooking. I don't want to disrespect debunkers.
Yo, I'm not trying to the name. Not find the name, yo. Not find the name. This right. Hello, how many stripes? Come on.
Do you remember when I told you that XQC relies on his chat a little bit too much to get the context? This is exactly what I'm referring to.
Chris, yeah. He made a video about Chris and the usage of Discord and those talks, whatever.
Chris was Mr. Beast's old friend who transitioned from male to female and went off the fucking deep end.
Your team's capture
Maybe about
progress is
Wolf
past the halfway point.
and the harm that does to the weird PDF on Roblox and all those things, accessibility.
Right, so what he's saying is, let me translate again, is that Mr. Beast made a video on Chris and the weird pedophiles on Roblox and how easy it is to get access to children on Roblox. That's what he's saying.
They were able to talk through Discord and made a big deal about Discord. But dude, now it's time to stand on business about that thing. You can't just farm Discord hate because of public opinion when you have constantly put them on the fire for that exact reason. Because but people don't give a shit because they're on it and they'll watch a Moist video, say like, yeah, fuck this shit, move on. And copy paste every time. And there's nobody has a spine here. Nobody's still on business. It's random fuck.
Protecting kids.
So what XQC is saying here is that Charlie gave a complete inverse opinion back when it was the politically correct opinion to say, and now Charlie is giving a complete opposite opinion of that one now that it's the new politically correct opinion to take, meaning and double downing on the fact that Charlie does not give original takes and he does not care about standing on business whatsoever due to the fact that his opinion will change whenever the public's opinion changes. And hope that helps kind of reinforce the narrative that I was saying prior, where Charlie doesn't really have original takes. He just regurgitates whatever the popular public opinion is, kind of like Ludwig. Side note, force and break. This is big.
30 seconds before you attack.
No, this is huge. Okay, steps to the goal block, breaks it, time skip, gets hit by a pig, falls off, low HP. Can he recover? No, he cannot. Force it.
That's not my primary concern right now. It is the future.
The pig pushed him off. Great play-by-play by Forsen. Very unlucky rubber ducky. That was the end of the Forsen break. And now we have, once again, we have Hassan going after Asmongold. Super not shocked. Dude, you know what's crazy? I know who this is. This is Bonnie.
Got it?
Every e-girl is starting to look the exact same to me. Where, like, I didn't even know it was her. Like, it's actually crazy how, like, every, like, big e-girl streamer looks the exact fucking same to me. It's like, they need to be, like, anorexic, and then they need to look a little bit Asian. And if they fit those two parameters, and probably have, like a you know, like a squeaky voice. If they fit those two parameters, success. It's actually crazy. Bro, that is not what Bonnie used to look like when I met her. I don't know how everybody slowly starts shaping into the same mold. It's like some fucking factory for, like, making popular e-girl streamers where, like, they get this dough and they put them into this fucking bowl, and then everybody looks the same these days. It's crazy. Anyway, dude, you are getting older. I know. And unlike everybody else on this platform, I'm attempting to do so with some bit of grace. You will not see me going out to get plastic surgery anytime soon. I'm gonna get older. You're gonna see me. You're gonna see the gray hairs. I'm not gonna re-dye my beard. You're gonna see the hair receding. I'm not gonna get a hair transplant. You're gonna see me getting skinnier because I'm gonna go to the gym, and you might see some more tattoos, but you will see the aging process of a very, very bitter and free old man. And it's beautiful, isn't it? I look like I'm pushing 50. Guys, I'm only 32. Isn't that crazy? I'm only 32 and I look 50 years old. It's nuts. Tune into it.
Asmongold has demanded his deportation over and over again. There's not a lot of difference between someone like Mahmoud Khalil and someone like Bonnie. Okay? At the end of the day, Asmongold is basically saying people like Bonnie or people like Mahmoud Khalil who are speaking out against these atrocities deserve to be fucking deported.
Okay, I'm gonna be real, and I'm gonna give a hot take. If you are here illegally, if you are here disrespecting our country, if you are here making American lives harder, you should be deported. It's really that easy. You should. And I will stand on it. Absolutely. It is not our job to take care of other countries. It's not our job to take care of other people. If you want to come here legally, if you want to help out Americans just like America can help out you, do so. I welcome you with open arms. I don't care. As long as you are not a parasite to this country, I don't care. Just me.
How do you maintain a relationship with a person like that?
40,000 people. 40,000 people in this community. We have to be more aggressive with these people. Because you don't want to have them go around and bully and try to...
What's up, Twitch? Twitch, y'all seeing this? He's directly... I mean, how is it any different than what Aiden Ross got popped for? Okay?
I would like to go on record saying Aiden Ross getting banned. Aiden got banned for what his chat did. That was retarded. Aiden should have never been banned off Twitch.
Other content creators see this shit for the record. Okay? They see it. Twitch will give him a perma after the midterms? Nah, probably not. I mean, we'll see. His comeuppance will be inevitable, okay? Because once again, either he will turn around and re-triangulate, which seemingly he's not doing right now. Okay?
He'll turn around and re-triangulate. Do you think Hassan is even aware of the bullshit that comes out of his mouth? Also, side note, why is his head so small? Also, side note, I believe it's a pretty good, like, checks and balances that I run to where if someone thinks that Asmongold is just like a horrific, horrible person, and I mean this with certainty, if someone thinks that Asmongold is a horrible person, they're just retarded. Genuinely. It's the same thing with me. I've never met someone who thinks that I'm like this horrible fucking person that isn't just a retard. It's like I've never been approached with constructive criticism of why I'm a horrible person from anybody who isn't just completely retarded. It's fucking wild. There are so many people who just pretend that motherfuckers did shit off of things that they heard, and it completely warps their entire worldview. And it is so telling of their character when they spout these lines like, well, Asmongold, you know, he's a fucking Nazi, he's a white supremacist. Really? Did your schizophrenic demons tell you that? That's rich coming from me.
Pick your hero.
Or
villain. I'm not judging.
once it's over, once like the power is over, the power of this administration is over in ways that even like massive corp.
All right, boys. Another episode of Allcraft. Welcome back to the show. We got kicked out of our set, and so now we're in my room, and so I'm joined here with Rich, and it's been a little bit of time, a couple of weeks, but we're back at it.
It's going great.
Wow, yep, really good, guys. Everything's going awesome. And so, yeah, this is the third episode, and things are already just totally going off the rails, but it's okay.
You live and you learn.
Yeah, you do.
No guests for a little bit here.
I think that, you know, we had a situation with one of our guests the last time, and well, we haven't been live.
About 3 terabytes of situation.
Yeah, that's a big situation. Wow, I've never heard of that many situations before. That's incredible. I didn't know that was possible.
My girlfriend has made porn for like a third of her life.
Yeah, and how much is that?
She doesn't even have terabytes.
Wow. Holy shit, that's generational.
She has spent her life dedicated.
Yeah.
She's dedicated her life to that craft. And she was just completely clear.
Wow.
At least 3 times over.
Holy fucking shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's more than I even thought. So yeah, what have you been up to? What have you been up to? It's been 3 weeks.
I'm just your average Jewish dude hiding under floorboards.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest, like, bro, like, it's getting rough out there for you. It's getting rough out there for top 3?
I think so, right?
Well, okay, I think I can get to the first one.
We had that whole situation with that artist who you based your content off of.
Yes.
What was his name again? I don't remember.
Yeah,
I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure, according to the internet,
Painter or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I think Emery did cosplay.
Yes.
Then there's what else was bad?
Well, I mean, like, there were 109 countries, so there's got to be at least another time, right?
Yeah, but they were tiny.
They were in the wrong.
They were just like Deutschen states.
Yeah,
you know?
of course, right?
We don't care about those. I think. Oh, Egypt was bad.
With Moses, I forgot about Moses.
Yeah,
fuck.
That was bad.
Oh my God, I forgot all about. That was really bad.
As a Jew, they still make us eat crackers once a year because of that shit. That's how bad it was.
Oh, well, I mean, according to the Epstein files, y'all been eating crackers a whole lot, right? They're called jerky now, okay? No, it's totally different, okay? It's jerky and pizza. Like, oh my God.
I hope you can forgive me.
Okay, here's the thing.
I mean,
I have paid attention to Epstein files essentially 0%.
That's good.
The reason for it is actually your fault. So everything that I've consumed about the Epstein files is because of you. My life has been completely derailed over the years because you got me back in the gothic games.
So which one? Bro, so yeah, he sent me a photo on his fucking phone.
It's actually.
And basically, it's literally him with like this massive fucking 50-inch widescreen fucking monitor. And he's main screening Wuthering Waves. He's like off screening Genshin Impact Story. While he's like third screening, what was it called? Yes, Chaos Zero Night. Susie N dailies that are being autoplayed. You're doing 3 gotchas at the same time.
Monster Island is gonna be the
Control lost.
We are getting sponsors for this show. We're gonna have a lot of sponsors for this show very, very soon. We need them.
The amount of dick pills you're gonna have to sell to get me out of this hole. I feel myself spiraling.
Yeah.
Like it's getting bad. I see 6.
The new 3-point
Columbina.
Oh, this is another one.
I see 6 Columbina. Okay. I see 6 Zabai.
Whenever he says C6, that's a minus 2,000. You didn't even get the weapon? You get the weapon too.
1 copy of the weapon. I didn't max refine.
Okay.
That's weird. I don't need that much stuff.
Yeah.
I low-key, I was thinking about max refining the weapon for Zabai. She's a horse girl.
Yeah.
And I didn't play Uma Masamu.
You missed out on that one. That
I
was a good
didn't.
game,
So
yeah.
this is me getting back into
Okay,
it.
right.
So I'm just spending the money.
So
that
you're
was
really
not fair.
making up for lost time.
Exactly.
Yeah, of course.
Exactly. And look, I was telling, I was like, hey Mia, look, like we're getting old. We need to start investing our money
in
Columbina.
Gotcha. Yeah, of course, right. Yeah, gotcha.
I watched this old Moist Critical video the other day where it's like, have you seen the video where it's got a max Columbina on his girlfriend's credit card? And he goes, why are you not respecting my boundaries? I have anxiety.
You know what's really fucking sad is, yes, I do know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. So just, Yurina is the water archon, right? Of Genshin Impact. And so she was, oh wow, she's so cute, she's so nice, we love her. And so this one guy spent a bunch of fucking money on his girlfriend's card, and
$700 to 6 it.
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying.
So this is not just like
that's not
getting
that
it
bad.
for one time, right? Like $700, like I'm gonna go for a C6.
That's not that bad.
For a MiHoYo C6? Like, this guy's gonna be the luckiest person in the world.
Well, okay, think about it this way. Is pity $100?
It's
max, but if you look at all of pity,
I don't know. I think it's a little bit more. I'm pretty sure it's
how much
more.
is a temple?
It's like $20, I think.
$20.
Right? It's like 18, like something like that. Yeah.
And then it's guaranteed an 80.
Yeah. So like you're probably gonna get it on average at 70, right? And so like that $700.
He just didn't miss a 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, there's no fucking way.
I think I spent less than $700 on the Zabai.
On one character is less than 700. There's no, well, dude. I didn't
miss a 50-50.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't miss a 50-50.
30 seconds
okay,
before you
yeah.
attack.
I
Get
actually
ready.
didn't even know in Wuthering Waves.
Yeah.
Peter, have you ever wondered if you're doing the right thing?
Big Short Michael Burry is now issuing a warning about Palantir.
Every time I put on the mask, Penny, we have a responsibility. Someone has to stand up to all the bullies out there.
Workers suffering heat exhaustion is not a work hazard.
2, 1.
Excuse me. It is a public health hazard, and OSHA is limited by what the authority that Congress has delegated it. OSHA has authority to regulate and oversee occupational hazards.
Yeah, standards, right?
Occupational hazards.
Yes. And why would you not think it is not an occupational hazard if someone is being forced to work 8 hours under 120 degrees
And employers
without getting regular wages?
And employers are already taking action.
So you believe employers should have the responsibility to decide who dies and who survives?
The hearing opened with an exchange centered on whether heat exhaustion should be classified as an occupational hazard under existing law. A witness explained that while heat-related illness is a serious concern, it is generally categorized as a public health hazard rather than an occupational hazard unless Congress explicitly grants regulatory authority to OSHA. OSHA's mandate, as described, is limited to overseeing and enforcing standards related to occupational hazards within the scope delegated by Congress. This distinction formed the legal basis for the discussion, highlighting the difference between recognizing a risk and possessing statutory authority to regulate it. The exchange underscored how federal agencies operate within defined legal boundaries, rather than broad moral or policy expectations alone.
Without sharks and salt, the representative from Minnesota, Ms. Omar.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I find it truly astonishing that House Republicans have brought us here today to discuss ways to unleash America's workforce while they are actively abandoning workers. How exactly are we supposed to unleash anything when federal workers are being threatened by an unelected billionaire? When critical government services and authorized funds are being disturbed at a whim. When worker protection, basic safeguards against unsafe working conditions and employment discrimination are being undermined.
That's better.
We are already hearing reports that the Trump administration has begun firing many workers at the Department of Labor and the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health. Ranking Member Scott and I recently sent a letter to HHS demanding more information about these staffing cuts and grant distributions. We have not heard anything back yet. Dr. Sherholz, I want you to help us understand how these attacks on critical agencies will impact worker safety. What does it mean for workers if these agencies lose significant numbers of their employees?
Representative Ilhan Omar then delivered a prepared statement expressing strong concern over what she characterized as an abandonment of workers by House Republicans. She argued that discussions about expanding workforce productivity were occurring simultaneously with actions that undermined worker protections and institutional stability. Omar cited alleged threats to federal workers, disruptions to government services, and weakened safeguards against unsafe working conditions and employment discrimination. She specifically referenced reported staffing reductions at the Department of Labor and the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, emphasizing that she and the ranking member had sought additional information from the Department of Health and Human Services regarding these actions. Her remarks framed worker safety as inseparable from broader questions of economic security and governmental responsibility.
What OSHA does is protect workers' health and safety by passing laws, by passing regulations, publishing regulations, enforcing those regulations. When they have less personnel, they will be able to do that less effectively. America's workers will be less safe on the job, full stop. The Wage and Hour Division, for example, they enforce wage protections. They make sure, their workforce has already been shrunk dramatically, so their low-wage workers today lose tens of billions of dollars a year in the form of wage theft by their employers, employers not paying minimum wages that they are owed, not paying overtime that they are owed. We cut Wage and Hour Division, and that skyrockets even further. Workers will be hurt by actually being hurt on the job and by losing wages that they were legally owed.
Yeah. And who really benefits when agencies lose this capacity?
In response, a medical and policy expert described the practical consequences of reduced staffing at enforcement agencies. The witness explained that OSHA's effectiveness depends on its ability to publish regulations and enforce them, functions that become significantly impaired when personnel levels decline. The testimony expanded to include the Wage and Hour Division, which enforces minimum wage and overtime protections. According to the witness, diminished enforcement capacity directly contributes to increased wage theft, disproportionately harming low-wage workers and resulting in losses totaling tens of billions of dollars annually. The expert emphasized that weakened oversight leads to both physical harm through unsafe working conditions and financial harm through unpaid wages.
Okay. The people who benefit are bad apple employers. They benefit because they are able to cut corners on worker safety protections. They're able to cut corners on actually paying their workers. They just don't have as much oversight over what they do. So bad apple employers gain over workers. Bad apple employers gain over lawful employers because then they are in a competitive advantage over lawful employers. And then the other group that benefits from this are the wealthy who are going to be the disproportionate beneficiaries of the tax cuts that these kinds of agency cuts are going to help pay for.
Appreciate that. Thank you so much. And I have to say, you know, these attacks will have, as you just said, real and devastating consequences for working people in this country. It is. It's about thinking about economic mobility. It's about thinking about job security. It's, at minimum, thinking about institutional stability. And what we are witnessing that is taking place in this country really is something that I find very outrageous and shameful. And I'm glad that we are having this conversation. I hope that we get to have many of these conversations. And lastly, before I yield back my time, Mr. Molino, Ms. Molino, why do you believe workers suffering heat exhaustion is not a work hazard?
When asked to benefits from diminished agency capacity, the witness responded that the primary beneficiaries are employers who fail to comply with labor and safety laws. These bad actor employers gain an advantage by cutting corners on safety and wages while facing less oversight. The testimony further explained that this dynamic disadvantages employers who follow the law, as non-compliant businesses gain a competitive edge. Additionally, the witness stated that wealthy individuals benefit indirectly when agency cuts are used to justify or offset tax reductions. This portion of the hearing framed enforcement not only as worker protection, but also as a mechanism for maintaining fair economic competition.
Excuse me. It is a public health hazard, and OSHA is limited by what the authority that Congress has delegated it. OSHA has authority to regulate and oversee occupational hazards.
Yeah, standards, right?
Occupational hazards.
Yes. And why would not water? It is not an occupational hazard if someone is being forced to work 8 hours under 120 degrees
And
without getting regular breaks.
And employers are already taking action to
So you
protect
believe
workers from heat.
employers should have the responsibility to decide who dies and who survives in the heat?
They have a responsibility to keep their workers safe, most definitely, but that is separated apart from.
So you're saying those employers who have not done that, who have seen people die at their workplaces in places like Texas, it's just because they're bad people, and we shouldn't have the responsibility of protecting the workers, is what I hear.
That's not what I'm saying, but thank you.
I thank the gentlelady. I recognize now the gentleman from California, Mr. Kyler.
In the final segment, Representative Omar returned to the issue of heat exhaustion, pressing a witness on why extreme heat exposure during long work hours would not be considered an occupational hazard. She raised concerns about workers laboring under severe temperatures without adequate breaks and questioned whether leaving such decisions to employers effectively placed life and death responsibility in private hands. The witness reiterated that employers have a duty to keep workers safe, but distinguished that responsibility from OSHA's statutory authority, emphasizing that legal definitions and regulatory limits are set by Congress. The exchange concluded with clarification from the chair and formal recognition of the next member, marking the procedural close of that portion of the hearing.
All right, Chair recognizes Ms. Mace from South Carolina.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good morning. The government of the District of Columbia, under the leadership sitting in front of us today, has become a poster child for DEI and gender madness. This has led to government. Mr. Chairman, this is not a concert. This audience can just settle down.
Stop the clock, and the gentlelady's right. Under the rules of the House, the chairman is responsible for maintaining order and preserving decorum in the committee room. I expect audience members to be respectful of the committee.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready. I'd like to reclaim my time, too,
You reclaim
Mr. Chairman.
it, absolutely. Ms.
This has
Mace.
led to government-sanctioned racial discrimination and the erasure of women. Article 1, Section 8, Clause 17 provides Congress plenary authority over the District of Columbia. Using this authority today, I'll be introducing the No DEI in D.C. Act. This bill will rip the DEI and gender bender nonsense out of the D.C. government root and branch, and restore common sense and equal treatment under the law. As the individuals charged with writing D.C. laws, signing D.C. laws, and enforcing D.C.'s laws, we have some questions for you on the meanings of some of the curious terms we have found in the D.C. Code. My first question for Mayor Bowser, it's yes or no. The D.C. Code makes numerous references to, quote, structural or institutional racism. Do you believe the D.C. government is structurally or institutionally racist? Yes or no? Yes or no? Is D.C. government racist, institutionally racist? Yes or no? All right, you can't answer the question. So my next question for Mayor Bowser, since you're going to sit there and placate or just be quiet. In Section 7-1234.02 of DC Code, you use the phrase child welfare involved birthing people. Child welfare involves birthing people. Can you explain to me what this means?
I'm not that familiar with that part.
Okay, and so you don't know. In Section 7-1234-02 of DC Code, use the phrase justice involved incarcerated and homeless birthing people and their non-birthing partners. Can you explain to us to me what that means?
I would have to.
You don't know. You're literally the mayor of DC, and you don't know your own code of laws.
Well, I don't know.
All right. One thing we noticed the DC Code struggles to define is the term woman. So, Mayor Bowser, what is a woman?
I'm a woman. Are you a woman?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
I'm a woman. You're looking at one.
Okay. Good. You actually, in Section 3-703 of the DC Code, you use the phrase, the intersectionality of gender and race to create unique dynamics and effects. Can you explain what this means to the committee?
Where is that, ma'am?
Section 3-703 of the DC Code. You know what that means? No, you don't know what that means. So Chapter 14D of the DC Code establishes the commission.
I'm happy to answer questions.
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to reclaim my time. This is not her time, it's my time. You can be quiet as I ask you questions, and then you can answer them. And then you can answer them. I'm not, Mr. Chairman, this is my time, not hers. I'd like to reclaim my time.
Let's make good use of the time, Ms. May.
I'm making very good use of my time. And you're making my point. You're the mayor of D.C. and you don't even know your own code of laws. What is a birthing person?
I would assume it's someone who gives birth.
All right. Why don't you use, are these women? Are these moms? Do you think it's appropriate to call them birthing person? Can a man birth a person?
Well, that's what I would call it, but I don't write all the laws, and I'm not familiar with every...
Can men get pregnant? Can men become women?
Can a man become a woman?
Yeah. Can a man become a woman?
Miss
Yes
May.
or no? Can a man become a woman? Yes or no?
Miss May. I'm not
Okay,
here to
my
talk
next
about it.
question. Chapter 14D of the DC Code establishes the Commission on Reparations and a reparations fund to provide eligible African Americans monetary reparations or other forms of redress. Is it the position of DC government benefits should be provided to individuals on the basis of race?
I believe that the legislation requires a study.
Okay, I'm asking you, is it the position of the DC government that government benefits should be provided on the basis of race?
If you're
is the
referring to
question.
that legislation, I believe it requires a study.
Okay, I'm asking you a question. Do you believe that government benefits should be given out on the basis of race? That is the question. This is the third time I'm asking.
We have any number of benefits programs
The
and
time
eligibility
entanglement is
Okay.
established.
You're not answering any of these questions. I'll give it to you, your slip. In Section 2-1383 of the DC Code, you use the phrase social value of the LGBTQ community business economy to the district. Can you explain what this means to the committee?
It means that LGBT businesses provide economic benefit to the district's economy.
Do you think all businesses provide economic benefit to the DC economy?
They should, or they would be out of business.
Yeah, of course. All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
Thank you. Chair recognized.
The battle starts in
time
5,
for ladies losing it. And we really need to check in on the ladies of the view. It's been too long and I've missed the weapon grade hate and bile masquerading as tolerance and considered analysis. Here is Sunny Hostin before the Super Bowl claiming that if you don't love Bad Bunny and if perhaps you think there may be some better options for the Super Bowl halftime show, well, you're racist.
For Bad Bunny, while you speak Spanish, as Roxana does, as I do, we're all wearing it. It is so very racist what is happening in this country.
Born again!
Understand and arguably could not enjoy. We have Sunny Hostin with this hot take about that.
Understand or speak Spanish to feel destroyed and to feel the
crazier than the host. This next dude fits the bill. Kentucky Democrat Governor Andy Beshear, who claims it is his Christian faith that makes him promote kids having access to trans treatments.
We rarely talk about the why. People want to know what drives us, especially in a world of social media where everyone's looking for the next authentic thing. For me, that's my faith. Most of the decisions I make are based on that golden rule that says we love our neighbor as ourselves, and that parable of the Good Samaritan that says everyone is our neighbor. And so when I've taken actions like vetoing the nastiest piece of anti-LGBTQ legislation that ever came through my state, I described it in those terms. I said my faith teaches me that all children are children of God. And I didn't want people picking on my kids.
They are not picking on these kids, you absolute muppet. They are protecting them. Read the research, Andy. You are complicit in inflicting irreversible harm on confused kids, and using your faith as an excuse is frankly a little sick. Now, to be clear, the nastiest piece of anti-LGBTQ legislation, as Governor Beshear calls it, this is what it does. It bans so-called gender-affirming care for minors. That's irreversible treatments, including surgeries. Keeps boys out of girls' restrooms and requires schools to tell parents if their child is experiencing gender dysphoria. That's what he calls the nastiest piece of anti-LGBTQ legislation. Now, the left, including members of the are very alarmed at the hundreds of trolls being slashed in Washington Post, which is a propaganda action against the Democrats. Yes, the left are very agitated, but it wasn't long ago when the ladies of The View were urging Washington Post readers to cancel their subscriptions.
By the shades of the seraphim, I
200,000
return.
people have canceled their Washington
I'm
Post
opening a
subscription
portal.
over the decision to block the editorial board from endorsing Vice President Harris.
Sends a message to Jeff Bezos, and I will say in this election we're normalizing
By the eye of Agamotto!
Short memories they have. Of course, the editorial board are not endorsing Kamala Harris. Nothing, because everything that they pumped out is biased anti-Trump, anti-Republican. Now, this left me losing it is genuinely disappointing because Andrew Schultz is funny and
Born again!
Listen, clever. Alas, he fell for all the misinfo and BS pushed by the activist class. He might as well dye his hair green and add pronouns to his bio. He has lost the plot.
But I will say that this was a breaking point for me in the way that the administration responded to it. I didn't think that happened in America. I genuinely did not think that was possible. I thought our institution, I thought the Constitution would hold up. When I see it and then immediately defend it, I start to go, we gotta be very loud about this. Like, it all of a sudden becomes not like catastrophic thinking. It starts to become very reasonable, nuanced criticism of the administration. They have just made the most far left critiques of the Trump administration. Their reaction to this has just justified all of them.